Hello, everyone. Good morning. So welcome, everyone, to this first series of webinars that we are organizing from FundingBox together with different partners of the projects that we are participating. This first webinar is about exploring the landscape of manufacturing solutions. So very briefly, and while we wait everyone to get connected, I will briefly introduce the session. My name is Maria Roca. I'm Senior Project Manager at FundingBox, and currently I'm leading an initiative that is called Supportive Partners Program, where we try to do is to bring at local level all the solutions and innovations and opportunities that are available through the different projects that we participate, and together with digital innovation hubs and business support organizations, try to organize activities to make sure that these innovations really get access to local level. So today we will be hearing from Grigoris Tzionis the presentation of the project AIDEAS. Also Inés Arias, a colleague from FundingBox, who will be presenting us PENELOPE, RT Group, that will be presented by Jer Timan. Then ZDZW presented by my colleague Andrea Puentes, and Zero Swarm presented by Pouria Khodashenas. Finally, we will hear the presentation from Maria Paez. She will be explaining us an activity that one of our departments is running, that is Techfinders, that has as a main objective to bring also technical solutions to the SMEs. And finally, we will have some time for questions and answers. But before we move into the project presentations, I would like to explain you very briefly. As I said, our idea is to get to local level through the support of mainly digital innovation hubs now, but we know that through our members, we have also business support organizations, EBN representatives. So the main goal is at the end of the day to make sure that the innovations, opportunities, funding is arriving to the local SMEs. Just for those that are not familiar with who FundingBox is, we are one of the main distributors of Cascade Funding. Cascade Funding are funds that are distributed through different projects from the European Commission. We run several open calls. As you can see, at the moment, we have 85 million of equity funds under management. And also we, through the project that Maria will present, Techfinders and other projects, we also support deep tech innovators and also the access to different solutions. We are also one consultancy company working in bringing the European funding opportunities, like writing proposals and participation in European projects to SME. We deliver a lot of training on this regard. So mainly our main goal is to get access to funding opportunities and help companies to access them together with technology opportunities. So yeah, one of the main objectives, as I was mentioning, we realized that through the different projects that we are currently management, there are many opportunities, for instance, to build powerful connections. You will hear today from the different projects, but many projects are working in creative networks around specific technologies. And what we aim with these activities, try to involve all of you in these initiatives, having an active role. In some projects, they have opportunities also to evaluate proposals, also in some other occasions to organize events at local level. We have done this, for instance, to widespread the word about laser-based additive manufacturing. So if you are interested in hosting an event to present a solution, maybe on AI, on different technologies, feel free to connect with us. So at the moment, who are part of the supportive partners? As I was explaining, mainly our ecosystem is based on European digital innovation hubs. We at the moment have more than 100 opportunities of collaboration through the different projects, and also 20 projects that are looking for these connection opportunities. So we are looking for organizations like you that would like to know more about the solutions that are offered through these projects. And at the moment, we have almost 40 supportive partners that are actively involved in all the activities that we have. And just to give you some ideas, we will hear from the projects directly, but we are working mainly around 3 areas. That one is the development of digital skills. You can see here examples of projects that are offering opportunities, that some of them are free of charge, some of others, like the ones in digital funded by Digital Europe program, are co-founded by the European Commission. But in any case, those are opportunities that give you access to training programs, to identify some lessons learned from the different European projects that you can later apply to your own activities. Then when it comes to adopting digital tools with EU support, that is mainly what we are going to treat today. You can see also here some examples of projects that we are now involved in and that are looking also for these connections with organizations. For instance, KISD, we will hear from AIDEAS today, but there are many others that are waiting for this connection to be built at local level. And finally, most of these projects offer this cross-border collaboration opportunity that at the end of the day is something that we have found out is very valuable. Not just because some projects offer funding opportunities or business development opportunities or technology development opportunities, but also because around these projects there are networks of organizations working in the same field that organize events every now and then, organize working groups and different sessions online that allow these networking opportunities. So these are just some examples. Here you have also a call to action of the upcoming opportunities. So if something sounds interesting to you, feel free to write me. And this is the link to the supportive partner initiative. We, as I said, will have a second webinar about AI-powered production optimizations, where we will hear more about the projects that are offering AI solutions. But now it's time for us to move to the session. We will be sharing this 1 hour before us with Inés Arias, as I mentioned, Pouria Khodashenas from Hawaii, Andrea Puentes from FundingBox, Chair Siman from CTIPC, Grigoris Tzionis from THERT, and Maria Paez from FundingBox. So without any further ado, I will give the floor now to Grigoris Tzionis. So while he's sharing his screen, I will explain you. He is representing AIDEAS. The project will develop AI technologies for supporting the entire life cycle of industrial equipment. And he holds a bachelor's and master's degree in electrical and computer engineer, along with a second master's in applied informatics. He has over 5 years of experience in research sector, working at THERT, primarily focusing on Horizon Europe research programs, and he has a PhD specializing in explainable AI in industry. So, Grigoris, it's a pleasure for us to have you here. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Maria. So I'm Grigoris Tzionis from CERT. I will present the AI-driven industrial equipment product life cycle boosting agility, sustainability and resilience, also known as AIDEAS project, which is a Horizon Europe project. Which consists of 16 partners, 4 pilots and 12 scientific partners. And we are trying to develop technologies concerning the entire life cycle of a machine. These AI technologies are divided in design phase, manufacturing phase, use phase, and per user cycle phase of the machine. And we are trying to do our best and have the best life for a machine. So we have in total 15 solutions, 3 solutions for the design phase, 3 solutions for the manufacturing phase, 5 solutions for the use phase, and also 4 solutions for the per-use recycle phase of the machine. And also have the final one, the machine passport phase, which is able to connect all the solution into one and give information about all the information that they have produced from these solutions. So first we have the design suite, which has solution to give, let's say, the optimal parameters on how to design a machine, for example. Then we have the manufacturing suite of a machine where we have, let's say, solutions to give us information when to have a delivery of equipment or materials of a machine. Then we have another suite where we have solutions to see anomalies about the usage, quality assurance of the machine, and etc. And final one, we have the repair user cycle suite where we have solution to see when we have to repair a machine, what part of the machine is able to reuse it, and in the end when we have to, let's say, recycle the machine. The final one is the machine password, where we are able, let's say, to connect all the solutions into this solution, the machine passport, and give in a centralized way all the information about the machine concerning the use phase, design phase, repair user cycle, and manufacturing phase. So giving, let's say, a storyline about the machine from the start, which is the design phase, and to the end, which is the repair user cycle phase of the life cycle of the machine. And also a part of this, we are able to have different sorts of data connected to a specific machine. And a part of giving only AI information, we are giving also other information, general information concerning this machine, such as dynamic data coming from databases or study data coming from files such as PDF, CSV, and Excel files. Functionality of the machine passport is utilities to acquire and provide data. It pre-processes data. Also, it has a definition for the communication protocols, how to communicate with the different suites for the solution that we have. And in general, provide information about the solution, the output, and also apply explainable AIs in the output, so the user to be able to understand the result of the ML model of the solution in the end. And apart of that, we have 4 pilots, PAMA for the metal sector, D2Tech for the stone sector, BBM for the plastic sector, and Multiscan for the food sector. That is our social media. You can find us in these links. We have Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and also the main site of the project, AIDEAS project.eu. So that's all from my side. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Grigoris. I have one question. Is there now any opportunity for companies or organizations to participate in any activities of your project?
Yeah, we are trying in external, let's say, partners, pilot partners, to give information about the solution that we are producing, and we are trying to see if which one of them is suitable to, let's say, work in their premises. Also adapt and give information about the situation that they have in their premises. So we are currently in a discussion on how and which solution is, let's say, suitable to work to other pilots.
Okay, excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so now let's move to the presentation of Inés Arias. She's the project manager of PENELOPE. PENELOPE aims to develop a novel closed-loop digital pipeline based on development of modular and reconfigurable production approach. Inés is specialized in European project management and have an extensive experience in coordinating Horizon Europe projects and advocating for energy efficiency and manufacturing policies. She excels in strategic planning stakeholders engagement and marketing coordination. And now she will explain us what PENELOPE is about and what are the opportunities to collaborate with the project. Inés.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Maria, for your introduction. Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. So today I will be presenting the PENELOPE project. We are going to be very quickly, so it's going to be a presentation in a nutshell. But if you have any question after, you can always send me an email in the contact details that I will give at the end of the presentation. So PENELOPE is a EU-funded initiative under the Horizon 2020 scheme with a total budget of over 20 millions. Our main goal is to develop a closed-loop digital pipeline for flexible and modular manufacturing of large components across various industries. We have a strong consortium of 31 organizations that are distributed around 9 European countries, with IMEN Technological Center as the project coordinator. If we go over the key features and the objectives of the project, PENELOPE envisions an end-to-end digital solution for the manufacturing sector. PENELOPE focus on product-centric data management and modular reconfigurable production. This approach allows for zero-defect manufacturing that is driven by AI-powered digital twins. Our core objectives are to improve the precision and the efficiency of large parts manufacturing. We implement a scalable digital architecture, and we aim to provide worker-centric tools to assist in labor-intensive tasks. As we know out of the logic, the manufacturing of these large parts entails very repetitive and very intensive tasks that are very hard for the health conditions of the workers. So that is one of the key objectives of the project. Also, one of the pillars of the project is our pilot lines. Our solution at the moment is being tested in 4 real-world industrial pilot lines within key strategic sectors that you can see here on the slide: oil and gas, shipbuilding, aeronautics, and bus and coach. These pilot lines are demonstrating at the moment in real-world applicable situations how our zero-defect manufacturing strategy is working. This implementation in real scenarios is allowing us to fine-tune the process and validate the results across various sectors. Replicability for the PENELOPE project is one of the key aspects. Apart from the pilot lines, the didactic factories and the training aspect is also fundamental for PENELOPE. As I said, PENELOPE also focuses on the workforce transition towards the Industry 4.0. So for this, we have established a network of didactic factories that you can see here on the screen. And also, we have created a general purpose test bed facilities. These facilities are designed to provide training and upskilling opportunities for workers. What we aim with this initiative is to help bridge the gap between current manufacturing capabilities and the high-tech needs of the future. These trainings, you can find them. We have several sets of trainings. We have public trainings that you can find them on the PENELOPE website that are available to all workers or all stakeholders that are interested. And in the last couple of months, we have opened the different services that PENELOPE provides to external companies through the Early Adopters Program. And within this program, the beneficiaries are at the moment accessing private trainings for their workers. Also, regarding the solutions for Penelope that are accessible at the moment, because it is something to mention here is that Penelope is at the moment in a 6-month extension. So the project will be finished on the 31st of March 2025. So now we are at the moment where a lot of results are going to be available in the next couple of months. But for the time being, you can access one of the booklets that is focusing on worker-centric tools, assisting this execution of labor-intensive tasks. You can see here that we focus on robotics and on intuitive human-robot collaborative tools, and also on augmented reality and virtual reality tools. You can scan here the code and you can access it directly, or you can find it on the Penelope website. Talking about this replicability access, you can also access the Penelope demonstrator booklet, where you will see how is it going at the moment, the implementation of the Penelope strategy in real scenarios. And now, just to conclude, we have some opportunities for the DIHs. The first one is that at the moment we have opened a call for AI experts. In this call, we are asking for experts in artificial intelligence to have an aspect also in ethics. This collaboration is a paid collaboration. You can see here the tasks on the screen that we are requesting. So one of them is a mentorship, some help to assist one of the partners, that is Rina, on developing their guidelines for health, safety, and environmental considerations. The review of 2 key deliverables, contribute to a white paper on ethical concerns in this aspect, and then a summary report of around 5 pages. These AI experts can decide if they want to do the 4 tasks, if they want to choose 1, 2. It is up to availability and the expertise of each given expert. Also, we have a supportive program. This supportive program is based on a voluntary basis. The aim with this is to gather as many and as relevant stakeholders as possible to act as multipliers for the communication and dissemination actions that we have within the projects. Very briefly, what we request from the supportive partners is for them to disseminate the main milestones and the main news about the project. And what we offer to these supportive partners is to join to our community. This cross dissemination implies also for Penelope to showcase each one of the supportive partners. We provide them also with first access to project results and also to trainings, such as those private trainings that are not available to the general public. And there is also opportunities to join to key events for the industry. That should be all from my side. So if you're interested in Penelope, I highly encourage you to join us on LinkedIn, Twitter, access the website. And also, if you are interested in either the supportive program or the AI expert call, you can find here on the screen my email is ines.arias@fundingbox.com. So please feel free to just drop an email, and I will be more than happy to share with you all the necessary information. So thank you.
Thank you, Inés. So many nice opportunities from Penelope. So if you can leave also your email in the chat, that will be great, so they can straight use it from the chat. So now let's go to the next presentation that will be of Arctic Group. That is a project that looks for resilient, rapid, reconfigurable production process chains The person who will be presenting is Tjerk Timan. He's project manager for European Collaborative Research Projects at CTIPC, which is a research and technology center in the area of Lyon in France. And he works in the area of projects like smart industry, data spaces, human-machine collaboration. And he has been also delivering policy options and analysis for the European Commission related to data regulation and digital services. So Tjerk, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you for the introduction. I'll share my screen. And this should be the slides, if you can see them. Can you see them?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
good. So regroup R3 group stands for Resilient Rapid Reconfigurability Production Process Change. That's a long name, but the idea is, and the key gist is that external events that happen to us since COVID, since war, since all kinds of geopolitical events, disturb production lines and supply chains, and we need to become better in Europe to respond to those external threats. And we say in this project, we focus on reconfigurability as a concept. So how can we reconfigure factory shop floors and machines through digital tools in a way to be better equipped to respond to these external threats. And this is a picture from the JRC where they have a kind of self-assessment on countryside, but we try to do this on factory side to say what is the intensity of the disturbance or the threat that is coming to us, and what is the time of exposure to that threat, and how can then companies on a company level, how can they strategize and use digital tools to reconfigure to a new situation. We do that from 3 concepts. So external disruption need to be integrated into reconfiguration. So we need to be better at capturing those signals. We need to change manufacturing environments that influence the size of a production. So how can we actually scale up or scale down or accept a new product version faster? And the third is that humans play a key role in Industry 5.0 and building resilient and reconfigurable systems. Sorry. We have 5 pilot lines. You can see them here in different sectors. So we're working in polymer projects, in automotive, in copper tubing, in women's wear, and in household appliances. So very high level of variety of industries. They are of very different sizes with different levels of digitization, which is a real challenge to implement those tools. From digital front runners to digital laggards, and we have different challenges in terms of threats and disturbances in these sectors. So you can imagine that the threat of a supply chain to a textile is very different from copper tubes, is very different from plastics. So we're trying to learn from all these pilot lines to implement these technologies, but also draw generic lessons on how you can develop digital tools for reconfigurability. That's the key mission. So we distinguish 3 levels: factory level tools, system level tools, and workstation level tools. And we look at different elements of reconfigurability. So modularity, integrability, diagnosticability, adaptability, and customization. And we have also different suites or different types of tool sets that we develop in the project. So for the workstation level, really focus on to develop and demonstrate tools to actually make this happen. So you have to think about how can I scale up a production cell? How can I connect machines digitally faster to each other? How can I automate quality control, for example? In adaptability, we look at the assessment of reconfigurability. So how can we actually assess to what extent a factory or shop floor is ready to adapt, and what do they need to do to become more adaptable? And on the factory level or even sector level, we look at how can you better pick up signals, external signals that might lead to a reconfigurability trigger. So how can we better know that there's a supply chain rupture coming, or that there's other problems coming for your factory that forces you to re-strategize. So we develop digital tools for these 3 levels. I'm not going to go into all of them. But I mentioned already some. We do some on factory level, on systems level, and on shop floor level. using a lot of digital twins and AI-based solutions. And for the moment, the key element that connects them all is a digital thread. So how can we actually use the data from all these tools to create more aggregate insights? And we do that in a regroup platform based on AIDEAS protocols, so to really be able to capture and connect machines far more easily to each other, but also to existing ERP systems on factory level. Which sounds obvious, but is a lot of work to actually have that done in these 5 pilot lines. And in the project, we're at the stage of doing that. So we're preparing towards demonstrators at these 5 pilot lines to actually implement and connect all these tools to show that we can become more resilient by reconfigurable setups. So some insights that might be interesting for the discussion on the innovation hubs. We see a challenge of a high level of variety and digital maturity and reconfigurable capability. But there's a clear link between the more digital a company is, or digital ready or digital mature, the easier it is for them to be able to reconfigure their setup and to become more resilient, which is obvious, but we saw that back in numbers and qualitative and quantitative work. So it's interesting to see that it's actually true. We notice also that to develop generic tools in this project is very difficult. So almost all the tools we develop here need customization and a lot of work on locally connecting all these tools with local software, which takes and connecting to legacy systems. So it's very so we need tailor-made efforts for all these tools. Yet we are still looking for generic solutions, and that is quite a challenge. So we see in all this Industry 4.0 and Industry 5.0 tools that it's not in generic LLMs that we find the solution, but in really sector-wide technology solutions that really take the knowledge of a sector and the challenges of a sector and to specifically develop platforms and tools on that level with enough content knowledge. So we also tried the generic LLMs, but they're just not smart enough and not knowledgeable enough to deal with these kind of things. And so again, if we want to scale up for I 4.0 and I 5.0, we really believe that for our project that we want to push for also is to create middleware. So really platform solutions on a sector level that can host all these tools and all these solutions. Otherwise they end up in a drawer and or only serve one company, and that is not good enough. So we need a long-term strategy on how to do that for digital manufacturing in order to be more sustainable and more profitable also on the long term, and to be able to host all these tools that we develop in these projects. We don't have a middleware solution yet where we can actually give a home to these tools that can be used by others in the sector. So that's some first insights that we see while preparing for our pilot lines. We also have some open calls coming in the next year to push these tools towards other partners than only in the project. But that's work in progress, and we're trying to prepare our tools to the highest level possible, TRL, to be able to be ready to invite external parties to help develop, test, and implement the tools that we have for different challenges. And that's where I'll keep it for now. We have a site, of course, as well. We also have some developer communities that I forgot to put a link in. Sorry, Maria, I will do that after. And there's a LinkedIn page where you can also find the info of all our events and the coming information.
Thank
and that's
you.
where I'll stop.
So bottom line, stay tuned, because
Yes.
next year, right, there will
Yep.
be this open course that will give you access to the solutions and I guess to test, right, what you are now working into real environments. Okay, excellent. So let's move to the next speaker. That is my colleague, Andrea Puentes. She will be explaining us about ZDZW, which is a project that works on non-destructive inspection services for digitally enhanced zero waste manufacturing. Andrea is a professional with a background in business administration and a master's in marketing. Currently, she's working as marketing specialist at FundingBox, where she's overseeing multiple projects within the manufacturing sector, and she's leading the activities of this project in particular. And yeah, she will be talking a little bit what are the opportunities and what is ZDZW doing. Thank you, Andrea.
Thank you, Maria. Hello, everybody, and thank you, Maria, for the introduction. Let me Please let me know if you're seeing my screen, the whole presentation. I think it's going to take a minute.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So welcome everybody, and thank you for being here. I'm going to present ZDZW. This is what we are going to talk about, a little bit about what the project is about, the solutions that is being developed, that has been developing, the beta testing campaign that we carry out on a month ago, and finally an invitation for all of you to join us in our different channels. So first of all, what ZDZW stands for, I know it's a little bit of a difficult name, but the project is about zero defects, zero waste, and what aims is, as Maria already told us, is to develop a digital, non-destructive inspection services in order to enhance the production lines and to achieve a zero defect production, and of course a more sustainable manufacturing in European industries. It's a project that is going to last 36 months with an 11 million budget and a very big consortium that consists in 27 partners, in which we can find different RTOs, universities, big and small companies, and a little bit more like consultancy services and things like that. So we're a very big consortium in which we all have different parts to play. A little bit more about the project. I'm not going to go deep in this, but all the solutions and everything that we are going to work will be demonstrated in 6 pilot lines that go from plastics to AI-based quality control, and what are the expected results of these pilots and in general of the project? Well, first of all, to introduce inspection as a service in all manufacturing productions, to create interoperable and interlinked services and solutions. Of course, to develop some kind of skills in order to be able to train and to provide consultancy services for all the companies in this zero defect, zero waste approach. And of course, to achieve some sort of sustainability in the manufacturing industry. So what are the solutions that the project is developed? We have different partners, and they are developing 11 solutions, and the solutions are part of different suites. A suite is to say like a category. So we have the integrity inspection suite that focus on precision, innovation, and efficiency for looking at these defects. We have the thermal inspection suite, which focus more on heat and thermal parts. And of course, we have the visual inspection suite that is more with cameras and with visual components and things like that. These are every suite or every category has the specific solutions that they are developing. The integrity suite has these four ones. The thermal inspection suite has 3, which I told you they're focused more on heat and thermal and that part of testing. And finally, the visual inspection suite has these four solutions. But I think the real invitation for all of you, and the thing that we want to promote here, is we have all of this information. We have it here in the web page. I'm going to step out of the presentation. Just a second while it loads. I think we have it here. Okay, yeah. So we've come up with this landing page in our web page, which talks about all the solutions. So here you will find all the information of what the suite is about, why are those categories. Here is a button in order for you to contact us. This will lead you to a form where you can put your information and tell us if you have any questions or any concerns you may have. You're welcome to put it here, and it's also good for us to be in contact and to widen our network. So now if people go down here, you can see all the 11 solutions with a short description. There's a video of the I'm gonna put it. There's a video of the solution, because we know that in visual and with videos it's going to be more understandable. So we have a 1-minute video of every solution, and for people to really understand what the solution is about. And here is a 1-pager of the solution that we have also created, about the description, a little bit of pictures, what are the main benefits and things like that. So here is a very deep understanding of all our solutions. So the invitation is for you to, let me wait a second, because now I'll put it again. Yeah. So the invitation is to scan this QR code or go to our webpage, that is zdzw.com, and start figuring out, playing with our solutions, seeing the videos, downloading the 1-pagers, so everybody could know what the solutions are about. And if you have any questions or things like that, contact us, fill that form, and we will be happy to share with you whatever concern or question you may have.
Thank you, Andrea. So are these solutions going to, maybe you were going to say something more?
Yeah, I have 2 more slides, but go ahead if you have any questions.
No, please finish.
Okay. So of course now you know all of these solutions, but this doesn't end here, because we need to assure the feasibility of the solutions, that they actually work in the real world, in a real manufacturing line. So for that, we carry out a few months ago a beta testing campaign, which consists in giving the opportunity for free to SMEs or large companies outside of the consortium to try one of our 11 solutions. So we call those SMEs and early adopters, and what we did was to put an application campaign in order for SMEs to apply, and we gathered 12 applicants. Now the applications are closed, but now we're going to start with the matchmaking of the solutions that they want to try with the different applicants. They will now start testing the solutions. They will receive training, they will receive consultancy, and they will actually use the solutions in their manufacturing lines. And then we will gather all the information, the feedback, the opportunities we have in order to or enhance the technology, or to know how to put them in the market and start commercializing. So this is like a bit of a stage in where the project is at with the solutions. Of course, when we have all the information, we will communicate the success stories, the cases, and we will go on from there. And well, finally, the invitation is for you to join us, to be part of this project. We have the Supportive Partners Initiative, where it's a win-win, a support me and I support you, where you be able to promote the opportunities or our solutions, our events, things like that. And in return, we will provide you with knowledge, visibility, awareness. You will be able to access our network of partners and of course knowledge about our technology. And in the other hand, there's also our community. There we have a broad network of experts, and the community is the best place to be up to date with all the information or all the things that are happening in our project. So those are the QR codes. Please feel free to scan them and to join. And if you have any questions, of course, I'll be more than glad to answer it to you.
Thank you,
Now that's
Andrea.
all from my side.
My question was, are there going to be other open calls or other expressions of interest in the near future?
At the moment, no.
Okay.
But it's something that we can consider. I mean, this one went well, and because of the matchmaking that we are doing and the testing, if it goes well, we may will be open to the opportunity to do another one. But at the moment, I can't promise you that there's going to be one.
Okay. Thank you, Andrea. Okay, so let's move to our next speaker, that is Pouria Khodashenas. He's the technical project coordinator of Zero Swarm, that aims to achieve climate neutral and digitized production through human-centric approach, resulting in a 5G open swarm framework. He's a 6G expert at Huawei Technologies in Sweden and has a PhD in telecommunication. He's experienced with connectivity solutions architect and with a proven track record in the industry. So he has specialized in 5G and 6G technologies, green and digital transformation in industry and automotive sectors. Thank you, Pouria. The floor is yours.
Thank you very much. So let me start sharing my screen. So good day, everyone. I hope you're fine, and I hope you can see my screen now. Okay, let me just find the pointer. So do you see the screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can see it.
Super. Yeah. So today I'm going to talk about our project Zero Swarm. Basically, that you can see it as a sort of bridge between the two worlds of manufacturing and telecommunication and mobile industry. So and with the help of basically the communication technologies, we would like to bridge the gap between innovation and sustainability in the manufacturing sector. For those who are familiar with the mobile industry, when we are let's say when we have been in the beginning of the 5G era, they selected some so-called verticals, which are the targeted industries who can adopt the mobile communication, besides the citizens who hold basically a mobile cell phone on their pockets, right? So this is an attempt to dig deeper on this basically front and figure out how this mobile technology plus the other technologies that we will see in the presentation could help achieving both green and digital transformation of the industry. You can see the information of the project, so I don't want to go in too much detail, but the project started in 2022 and will finish basically soon in the beginning of next year. You have the information about the coordinator and all the other relevant things in the project. So as I said, from one side, we have factory shop floors where you have machineries. There is a level of automation happening. Connectivity is becoming more and more important. Actually, I saw in the questions, people are asking about RAMI 4.0 and most probably industrial IoT consortium concepts that are trying to bring the networking element into factory shop floor. So there is an element of connectivity, automation. Machines are becoming more intelligent from one side. So an image represents basically this trend. And from the other side, we have the so-called 0X policies. So zero emission, zero pollution, zero waste, just name it, right? So there is a good intention to make our production lines more sustainable, make less pollution, and move to a greener future. And the idea of this project is to find a balance between these two objectives and bring them together with the help of, as I said, communication technology plus the other. So you can see the consortium is quite big. We have 27 partners with different backgrounds. Most probably you can identify some key players in each of the domains, like ABB coming from the industrial domain and Huawei being a telecom vendor leader, working on different sectors. Besides, we have some key leaders on the autonomous guided vehicles like SICK AG from Germany, some SMEs that are working on 5G private technology, and cybersecurity, of course, is an important aspect, but we will see more detail in the next slide. So in terms of geographical distribution, you can see the project covers basically a good range of countries in Europe. So we have group of companies coming from south of Europe, a group of companies coming from the center of Europe, and group of company coming from the north of Europe. And we use this definition of north, central, and basically south throughout the project for different sort of classification that we need to do. For example, the trials that the project needs to deliver, and you will see it in a while. So this is, and our objective is basically to bring, to come up basically with a methodological approach, a modular, open, reusable framework first, so people can understand it, they can adopt it, and they can relate our technologies and innovations that the project is bringing in different fronts in order to basically be able to achieve this part, which is this active information continuum, which helps the companies to achieve the goal and objective that we are promoting. So both digital and sustainable transformation. So here it's as a conceptual presentation of the project. You can see we are considering several things while designing, like security by design, data sovereignty by design, privacy by design, which is quite important. In terms of the technology, we are using different technologies, and we have some principles in mind while doing it. So we would like to remain open. We would like to use the cloud continuum in the factory shop floor, so bringing process capability all over the factory shop floor. We want to use basically the mobile technology, if possible, different flavors of private industrial 5G or future 6G networks, especially with the focus on the mobile communication systems. You can dig deeper in this definition in our deliverables, because when we talk about private industrial 5G, there are different flavors of installation and deployment. So it's better to get informed about them and assess which option would be more profitable for your case. Of course, we would like to remain human-centric and follow the eco-design principles and so on and so forth to achieve the goals. So for this, we used basically a method that has been designed by ISO. So therefore, we started from base concept design. So everything followed the ISO basic recommendations. We have the functional view of our solutions. We have the network view of our solution. They both correspond to the RAMI 4.0 and industrial IoT perspective. So we try to, as much as possible, follow the leading standards. There is a deployment view which helps us to derive the particular trials in the project. And then we have the development view where we have the detailed information about each of the components that the project is developing and will deliver. So everything summarizes basically in this more or less complex picture. We call it architecture, but this is basically a way to group all different solutions and technologies that the project is bringing up. So to make it simpler, basically we have a group of technology that they sit on the industrial automation application layer. So you can see here there are digital twins, there are OPC UA modules, all the way to industrial automation solutions for different purposes. We have a layer that focuses on data aggregation and processing. Of course, there are digital twin enablers. There are several of them. So because the project is, as you can see, it's quite huge. There are AI tools for different purposes, from the planning of the AGV's fleet management to basically safety procedures, basically. And there is a great focus on the connectivity, because the project's supposed to bring mobile communication technology in the shop floor, right? So the green boxes represent more traditional, let's say, frameworks in the industrial domain, so-called the wired solution. And the red ones are those elements that the project let's say, touch upon on different fronts, from the management layer, control plane, data plane, to bring the mobile technology into the shop floor. Of course, cybersecurity in different levels is also important. So the project look into this huge work by itself with different, let's say, flavors. At the end, as I said, we use these groups because one of the main objectives of this innovation action that we are delivering is to have trials. So in the North node, basically the group of companies that are working in the north side of the project, we have 4 trials with different flavors, basically from 5G empowered PLCs to smart assembly lines, more sustainable powertrain production, and the remote operation. In the central node, we have different usage of various of those elements that we saw before working together to deliver these trials, mainly related to the AGVs and AIs, and also a pop-up network for providing a standalone non-public network in a very short period of time in a location. So this could be a quite interesting, let's say, test, because the mobile network operators would not be that much involved in this solution. In the south node, we also have 3 more trials, which are focusing on different angles from, let's say, remote quality control to different optimization and basically reconfiguration of the production line happening in a food production line, because you have the humans and AGVs working together to deliver food packaging. And all of these trials are in a ready status because the project is about to end. Here I bring one example from our central node. Of course, I recommend everyone to, if you are interested, of course, to go to our YouTube channel, to our website, that we will see the links in the coming pages, and to see actual trials. But just to showcase one of them as an example, we have 1 minute video, 1 minute and something video here. This is about the usage of this AGV, automated guided vehicle, that is using the mobile connectivity to guide its routes towards the workstation. So to do so, this route planning and everything is happening through the connectivity and a process that is happening in mobile edge computing. But while the system approaches the station itself, it uses the visual processing of this code to understand the operation needed to be done in this particular station, and throughout the digital twin that is happening on the edge node of the network. Basically, we first simulate and then operate the actual process. So you can see the mobile arm basically picks up the elements, and then yeah, it places exactly to a particular location and a hole that is in the machinery. This operation has been done, as I said, in our central node, and this is an activity that our colleagues in Fraunhofer IPK in Berlin are doing with some other colleagues from Fraunhofer HHI, from Opticoms, and some other colleagues that are working in this particular trial in the central node. Of course, the project has some more trials to deliver, as I said, but I mean, of course, this time is not enough to showcase everything in such a short presentation. So, okay. Yeah, so if I move forward. Yeah, so here we have the ways that you can communicate with the project. So of course, we designed a funnel for this purpose. So in outer layer, we have our website that works as basically a central point for every interaction with our project. But of course, we have a Twitter account and very active LinkedIn account. And also, as I said, the YouTube channel that we have all our webinars, the node trial videos, the presentation of all elements. So, and the project itself plans a lot of webinars of its own. So there are future webinars to come. So if you're interested, please visit our channels and subscribe to our next webinars. But in the inner layer, basically, we have the community. So through our website, you can reach to our community, subscribe yourself. This is a channel that we discuss a lot of, let's say, more in-depth, let's say, discussions with those who are more interested or more expert in the domain. We have the advisory board, and at the end, we have the early adopter procedures that I will explain now. So this is the community that we have. It's a recent snapshot. You can see that we already have 285 members. It's quite an active community. We have 71 posts. Here you can interact with us. You can ask questions. We are publishing several articles. with different perspective. You can also find a snapshot of those articles in our website, but to read them more, you need to subscribe to our community. And if you have questions and doubts, we can for sure talk. In terms of the actual elements that could be delivered to out of the project, as you can see, the project brings a lot of innovations, but we selected some 10 key exploitable results that we're focusing mainly. But apart from these 10 key exploitable results, we have also other exploitable results that are on pending list. If you are interested, we can also introduce those to you as well. But for these 10 key exploitable results, we already launched an expression of interest website where you can go and access. You can read more about the solutions, but also you can book a demo session with our colleagues, and we can do presentations for you. This is a completely free of charge action. Of course, we don't have funding to support any open call, but this is basically a way to get more informed about our solution, to see a demo, to ask questions, and to understand if it might be something interesting for you to follow up. So the way to reach to this website is also through our main Zero Swarm page. So if you just go there, there's a part that you can get access to this early adopter. It is still open. So, I mean, we already achieved the KPI, but of course, we would like to promote more. And if you're interested, please join us, book a session, and we will be happy to talk with you. So these are the benefits of basically attending to this early, let's say, the attendance in the expression of interest, let's say, discussion with us. And that's all from my side. So if there is any question or any other points, I will be happy to discuss with you. So
Thank you.
Maybe one last thing is just, okay, sorry. I think these things are blocking my, so just to show you the YouTube channel and other parts of the project very quickly, you can see everything is very much organized. We have the, sorry. Maybe I just move this one here because I'm completely blocked. Yeah, so you can see everything is organized based on the node and trials. As I said, we have all workshops and webinars available. You have this let's say, early adopters page and the community. So yeah, that's all from my side. So if any questions, I'll be happy to answer it.
Thank you very much. Since I know that there was a question for Grigoris, and before our next speaker, Maria, I don't know, Grigoris, if you still have some time.
Yeah, I stayed a little bit longer to answer the question. So for the IDEAS project, we use the industrial internet reference architecture, also known as IRA, where we are defining the business viewpoints and the user's viewpoints from the pilot side, and then we are going to the functional viewpoints where we are describing what we have to do, and then we have the implementation viewpoints where we are describing on how we'll do it based on the functional viewpoints. So first we have the business viewpoints and user viewpoints based on the pilots, and then the functional viewpoints, what we have to do in a technical level, and the implementation viewpoints on what will be the technology to solve this functional viewpoint. In general, the functional decomposition is going by business when we have the pilots and the information. We have another decomposition of the information. We have the data analytics, data management functionalities, and then the application section where we have the UIs, the application to display all this information. And we have 3 tiers for this architecture. The first tier is the edge tier, where we have the information coming to the system, the idea system that we are developing. Then we have the platform tier, where we have all the idea solution, all the technologies that we are developing. And the final one is the enterprise tier, where we have, let's say, the tools, the edge tools, the final edge tools, which is visual analytics, its components, its applications that are able to give all this information from the system to the user via UIs, via visual analytics techniques, and etc. So the architecture that we are using is the IIRA. If you have more questions, please contact me via an email. I will write it in the chat. Because I will have to leave. I have another meeting, but I think that I answered the question as better as I could.
Yeah, Grigoris, don't worry. Magda will send also an email after the session with all your details. So in case someone still has questions, they can always reach you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I have to leave. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
It was very nice to participate to this event. It was very helpful and very useful information. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Grigoris. So before you leave, please stay because we still have one speaker. That is my colleague Maria Paez. She's marketing coordinator at Technology Transfer Cluster in FundingBox, and she's the product owner of Techfinders. She will be explaining us about this tool. And yeah, she has been dedicated to the successful market entry of new technologies through proper marketing and communication strategies. So Maria, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Maria. Do you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, good morning, everyone. As Maria said, my name is Maria Paez. I'm marketing coordinator at FundingBox Technology Cluster and also Techfinders product owner. Today, I'm here to explain you a bit about this new initiative that we have in FundingBox, which is a platform that connects European technology developers with manufacturing SMEs in order for them to collaborate to develop use cases and understand the market and gain real insight. So to give you a bit of a context, Techfinder was an idea of the FundingBox Technology Transfer Department. Our team of 10 is divided in project management, marketing, and tech transfer, and we provide end-to-end support for bringing new technologies to market. We assist our partners with these go-to-market strategies, offering test before invest opportunities to validate their innovation in real environments. As you have seen before in the project that we presented, we are working with different sectors to do this, right? To do this matchmaking between innovation and the industry. See here, you can see a very nice photo of my team. So saying that, what is Techfinders? As I said, Techfinder is an online platform that connects the latest innovation in Europe with potential adopters. So we have a curated catalog that showcases cutting-edge technologies tailored to the manufacturing industry. We use a continued market validation approach and a lean exploitation methodology to ensure new products and services are tested and validated with real early adopters in industrial settings. So this helps bridge the gap between technology and market readiness, right? So how it works, Techfinder? Well, Techfinder participating or become let's say a partner of Techfinder is very simple. If you are a technology developer, we create a detailed card of your technology in the catalog that we have, and where we highlight the solutions, key benefit, we explain how it works and how it could be applied in real scenarios. And then we position yourself in our European innovation network. So we have here in Techfinder, we have as I said, a network or developer and research centers that develop those technologies, and we offer visibility and access to SMEs who can help refine the technology with, as I said, real world use cases. So I also have record let's say short tour for Techfinder. So I'm going to play this video while I explain a bit how this works, okay? So, and I will be speaking while the video is playing. So this is Techfinder, this is the main home. You can see here the different section of the website, the technologies, the hubs that I mentioned, where are the partners that are involved, the process to update the technology case study and so on. And then we have one of the most important parts that, as I said, is the catalog. So those are the technologies that are being developing between the project and the partners. And you can filter them by different categories such as industry, technology, so on. Then, for example, if we click in one of the technologies, here is kind of an elevator pitch where we introduce what is what is the technology about, what are the key benefits, some technical information, and if we have use cases yet, we also include it, and information about the developers, the publishers, right? Then one of the key aspects is that we develop these use cases for the other SMEs to understand how this can be used in a real scenario, right? So we explain how has been the process, how they can be implemented, where were the benefit of working with the SME and the developer, and so on. And also we include the information about the people that created it. And then we have the hub. So this network of innovators that are developing technologies in Europe. So it's a incredible way to gain visibility and to position yourself in a innovation network, right? And as a last section, I will highlight also the blog that we have, the media page, where we update the use cases that we work on, and also some knowledge that the project release, right, about the latest news regarding innovation in Europe. So that will be kind of a quick demo of what, let's say, Techfinder is about and how it works. As you can see, it's very easy, and you can find the information quite easily. I don't know. So, okay. So as a DIH or as a digital innovation hub, how you can benefit from Techfinders, I believe, in two ways. You have, first, you can promote your technology. So if you're developing some technologies in-house, you can reach a wider audience and position yourself in the network that I mentioned, and also develop these go-to-market strategies. So if you have any technologies that have a TRL around 6, 7, I think it's a very good idea to start looking outside and see if there are any SMEs interested in the technology that you are developing. So you can take market-driving decisions while you are in the development stage yet. Or two, you can add value to your SME network by partnering with us and offer them, those SMEs, the access to these cutting-edge technologies, right? Because at the end, we need, as I said, we try to build this bridge between the innovation and the SMEs, so they're able to access to new technologies for free, because they are in the testing and development stage. So now, I would like to take 2 minutes to ask you some questions. It's 2 questions, so it would take you just 1 minute to better understand your needs as DIHs in the go-to-market scope. So this way we can, obviously, this will help us to tailor our support and explore, future opportunities. Maybe you can, I don't know if Magda, you shared the link in the chat. If not, I can do it later. Also, this is the QR. As I said, it's just 1 minute. So maybe you can reply now, and then also we can continue the presentation. This is it in the chat. Yes, okay, so it's here. So maybe you can also answer while I'm talking. And then to finish, also, I would like to invite you to our newsletter, because, well, as I said, we collaborate with a lot of research centers, a lot of projects that are constantly sending news, trends, events, and information about the technologies that they are developing. So we are sending a bi-monthly newsletter. So I will just encourage you to join this and also be part of this ecosystem that we are creating together. Also, there is my email there. So if you have any question, or do you think you can collaborate with us in Techfinders in any way, you can send me an email, and I will more than happy to answer you. So that would be everything from my side. So thank you very much for listening to me.
Thank you, Maria. So here the call to action would be that either if you are looking for solutions that could potentially help your SMEs, you could use the platform, or in case that you are developing new solutions and before releasing them to the market, you can do also run a test through Techfinders, so our colleagues will help you in finding SMEs that could potentially give you feedback. So yeah, thank you very much, all of you. Sorry for taking a little bit more of time, but yeah, we had a lot of speakers with very interesting approaches, visions, and offerings. So I hope you enjoyed. Magda, my colleague, will be sending the presentations and contact details of all the speakers. So thank you very much, all of you, and see you on the 14th of November in the next webinar that will be on AI. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Maria. See you. Goodbye.
Bye.